neutralized.
Oh! Ah! Get me in! Ah! Oh my God! Go! I swear to God! All right, chat. I low-key wanted to watch some horror shorts, bro. Let's see. 3 true Santa Claus horror stories animated. Hold on. Yeah, this it right here. IMR Scary Tales. Dang, y'all booming. Y'all booming. Let me go ahead and light this up. Come on, let's see it.
When I first took Morgan to the mall that day, the air was thick with the scent of cinnamon and pine. The bustling crowd, the twinkling lights, and the cheery Christmas music were enough to bring out the child in anyone. Morgan's eyes sparkled with excitement as he tugged at my hand, pointing eagerly at every display we passed.
"Granny, look!"
he exclaimed delightedly.
"It's Santa!"
There he was, right by the towering Christmas tree. Santa Claus himself.
Bro, look at this dude. Look at this dude, bro. Santa. Satan, boy. Look at this dude. Look at his smile. Look at his eyes. Sure, he don't even look like she happy to be on Santa's lap for real. Look at this crop top. Oh my gosh, bro.
Himself. Or at least some man
70%
dressed as
off is
Santa.
decent.
A group of giggling children surrounded him, each waiting their turn to sit on his lap
Creepy
and tell him their Christmas wishes. Morgan was no different. As we approached, I couldn't help but notice something unsettling about the man. His Santa suit was immaculate, but his eyes didn't have that. Oh my gosh.
Bro, what? Look at this dude. Look at this dude, bro.
Jolly twinkle I remembered from when I was a child. Instead, they seemed cold, detached. But I pushed that thought aside, chalking it up to my overactive imagination.
Okay.
After all, I was an old woman, and sometimes I saw things that others couldn't.
Go on, dear.
I encouraged Morgan, even though my stomach twisted in knots.
Go say hi.
Morgan clapped and excitedly waddled his way to the podium. Santa guffawed as he placed him on his lap.
Oh my
But the
gosh,
next
this
seconds,
is so freaky.
Morgan's face changed. His smile faltered, eyes widened, and I swear I saw the color drain from his cheeks.
Morgan?
Oh, this is
gasped
Pete.
softly, but he didn't respond.
Oh my God! Look at that smile. Oh, this is these. Okay, this is peak. This is peak. I like these. I like these, Jen. I like these. Oh no, I like these.
His hands were clenched into fists as the man grinned down at him. Too wide, too forced.
He got them creepy
Then
pasta teeth.
Morgan flinched. It was subtle, but I saw it. A small, almost imperceptible jerk, as if something had startled him. The picture was taken in a flash,
my goodness.
and then the man leaned in close to Morgan's ear. I couldn't hear what he whispered, but I saw the way my grandson's body cowered. The man's smile never wavered as he set Morgan down on the ground and picked another kiddo.
Oh, this is disgusting, bro.
I said, trying to keep my voice steady. Morgan curled his cold palms around my fingers and dragged us out. He didn't say a word all the way home. The sparkle in his eyes had died. His little body was rigid with fear.
Bro said.
It wasn't until we got back that I noticed how pale he'd become. The way his skin seemed almost translucent. That night, he wouldn't go to bed. He insisted on sleeping in mine, and no matter how much his parents or I coaxed or comforted him, he wouldn't stop shaking. Morgan was terrified of something, or someone. When his mother found him the next morning, curled up on my bed, feverish and mumbling in his sleep, our hearts nearly stopped.
What did he do to him?
He kept muttering,
"Don't touch me. Don't touch me."
over and over again.
What?
His voice so weak and broken that it made my chest tighten with dread. Morgan's fever broke after 2 days, but the shivering remained. When we tried to talk to him about Christmas, he screamed so loud the neighbors came.
Bro.
His eyes were wild with terror. "Mom, is there something you want to tell us?"
That dude is
My
the
son
Santa
asked
voodoo
after he
man.
had tucked Morgan into bed.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Why are your teeth
I
gray?
promised. There was only one explanation. Whatever that man had done, it was enough to scar my grandson deeply. I couldn't
It gave
just
him
sit
a
back and do
fever? That
nothing.
did more than
not
scar,
when I
bro.
knew something was so horribly wrong. So, on the night before Christmas, I went back to the mall. I wanted to confront the man, to see for myself what kind of monster had terrified my sweet boy.
Okay.
The mall was quieter than before. The festive chaos was replaced with a more subdued atmosphere. But there he was, still sitting in that same chair,
gosh.
still grinning at every child he placed on his lap. I observed him from a distance. Everything was usual at first. He'd pick kids, laugh, and promise them presents. But then I saw it. He had scooped a little girl around Morgan's age into his arms. She was telling him something when his palm wrapped around her tiny thighs and pinched her. Then, he leaned in to whisper something in her ear. The girl's face went ashen, her tiny mouth quivering as she held back tears. That monster. I stormed over, grabbed a large candy cane decoration from the corner, and without a second thought, brought it down hard on that man's head. He recoiled, a look of shock on his face as I hit him again and again until the security intervened.
You freak!
You freak!
I screamed for everyone to hear. The security stormed in and took him away. The parents reported everything to the authorities. Later, I found out he'd been arrested and charged with multiple counts of child endangerment.
What?
But even as they led him away in handcuffs, he turned and smiled at us. No, not at me, but through me, as if he could see something I couldn't.
Oh my
and that's when I realized the man in the Santa suit wasn't just some pervert or creep. He was something far worse, something evil that thrived on the vulnerability of children, on their innocence and trust. And even though he was gone, I couldn't shake the knowledge that someone...
Bro, he just described this dude to be the boogeyman, bro. This ain't no normal dude. He can see through me? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? This is not a normal dude no more.
Where around the world, another Morgan might be subjected to the same trauma. Because evil like that doesn't just go away. It lingers, waiting for the next chance to strike, to spread in like darkness. And now, every time I close my eyes, I see that smile, that terrible monstrous grin, and I know deep down that this Christmas won't be the last we hear of devils like them.
Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm not trying to make it seem like, that's cool to be doing. But this narrator just made that dude sound like, I don't know, Majin Buu, bro. That is the angle. That stuff sounded cold. Evil lingers? Like, bro, come on, dude. Come on. He said that when he looked at her, bro. What? She felt like he saw through her? What does that even mean, bro? This is a normal guy. But I ain't gonna lie, that was peak. That was peak. I want to know what he said to the son, though. We should have dropped, to the son, to the grandson. What did he say? He gave that kid a fever off a statement. I want to know what he said. Story 2, let's get it.
Christmas used to be my favorite time of year. The lights, the music, the cold air filled with the promise of snow. It all used to make me feel like a kid again. But that was before last winter, before the night in the cabin that changed everything. Now, whenever the holiday season rolls around, I'm filled with a deep, gnawing dread, and it all comes down to one thing: Santa Claus. It started innocently enough.
He got a scar over his eye.
My girlfriend Molly, our friends Nancy and Buck, and I decided to rent a cabin in the woods for a cozy Christmas getaway. The place was straight out of a horror movie. Wooden, creaky, and nestled in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Buck even joked that it gave off Evil Dead vibes. We all laughed it off, figuring it.
Dang, look at these dark eye circles. Boy. They've been through a lot.
Every cabin in the woods felt that way. While Molly and Nancy struggled to get a fire going in the ancient fireplace, Buck busied himself with dinner preparations. I didn't have much to do, so I wandered around the cabin, taking in the rustic surroundings. That's when I heard it. A hollow thud beneath my foot as I stepped on a corner of the living room.
Uh-oh.
Curious, I crouched down and noticed a small metal hook embedded in the wooden floor.
Okay.
Hey guys, check this out. I called
Hey
over,
guys.
and soon all four of us were huddled around as I tugged at the hook. With a creak, a hidden trapdoor swung open, revealing a dark, musty basement beneath the cabin. None of us were particularly eager to explore it, but we were too intrigued not to. The basement was filled with the kind of old junk that you'd expect. Rusted tools, moldy boxes, and broken furniture.
Makes sense.
But then, we found something strange. A
Confidential.
cardboard box labeled Confidential. Inside were a bunch of old videotapes, each one marked with an asset code like Sub 10 and Sub 12.
Why did he say it in that
Thankfully,
voice?
the cabin had an old VCR, so we decided to watch one of the tapes.
Oh my gosh.
Buck popped in the tape labeled Sub 12, and we all settled onto the dusty couch to see what it was. The screen flickered to life, showing grainy footage of a man dressed as Santa Claus. He stood in front of the camera in what looked like the very living room we were sitting in, and
that's
started
crazy.
singing, Jingle Bells. At first, we laughed at how bizarre and
Now I would've
creepy
went
it
home
was.
right after
A
that.
Santa singing to an empty room in this creepy old cabin. But the laughter quickly died when Santa suddenly stopped singing. He stared directly into the camera, his eyes dark and hollow, and then he spoke. Can you hear her crying? We all froze. The room seemed to drop 10 degrees as Santa slowly panned the camera to the other side of the room. There, tied to a chair, was a woman. She looked terrified. Her clothes were torn, a large chunk of her hair was missing, and her eyes were wide with fear. My stomach turned, and I could hear Nancy gasp beside me. Santa began to hum the Jingle Bells tune again. This time more slowly, more sinisterly, as he picked up a chainsaw from the floor.
Nah, you're trolling.
He walked over to the woman, dragged her chair out of the camera's view. For a moment, the screen just showed the empty room, but the sounds were horrific. The roar of the chainsaw, the woman's screams, the sickening noise of flesh being torn apart. It was all too real. We sat there, paralyzed with horror, as the sounds finally died down. Then, Santa walked back into the frame, his suit and face now splattered with blood. He leaned in close to the camera, grinning.
Yeah, true story is crazy.
Subject 12 deceased. Merry Christmas. The tape ended abruptly,
Subject
leaving us
12.
in stunned silence. My heart was pounding, and I could feel the cold sweat on the back of my neck.
That don't look like sweat, big
Buck
bro.
was the first to speak, his voice shaky. The numbers on the tapes, they're not just tapes, they're women. He's numbered them as his subjects. We couldn't stay in the cabin another minute.
That's how y'all do it.
We grabbed our things and left, not bothering to contact the owner. It was obvious that whoever rented out this cabin had something to do with these tapes, these murders. We drove straight to the nearest police station and handed over the tapes. What we learned there made my blood run cold.
Okay.
The tapes reopened an infamous 30-year-old cold case. The Christmas abductions. 15 women had gone missing in those woods or along the nearby highway, and no one had ever found them. The cabin's owner was questioned, but he denied knowing anything about the tapes. Whoever the man in the Santa costume was, he was still out there, living free, with no remorse for the lives he'd taken. That night changed me. Now, every time I see Santa Claus, I don't see a jolly man bringing gifts to children. I see a monster. I hear the screams of that woman in the cabin, the grinding sound of the chainsaw, the twisted grin on that bloodied face. And I know that no matter how hard I try, I'll never be able to forget it. So when Christmas comes around, while others are hanging up stockings and decorating trees, I'm double-checking the locks on my doors and staying as far away from anything that resembles Santa Claus as I can. Because I know the truth. Christmas can be a nightmare, and Santa is its darkest figure.
Oh my, dude, the way he be ending these be sounding so raw, bro. What? Christmas is a nightmare and Santa is his darkest figure? What is he talking about? Why do he make these killers sound so raw?
Resemble Santa Claus as I
Hold on,
can.
run it back.
Because I know the truth. Christmas can be a nightmare, and Santa is its darkest figure.
Ugh, bro, that's
It's been 10
stinky.
years
That's
since
stinky.
that
That's
Christmas
stinky. That's
Eve,
stinky.
but the memory of it
That's
still
stinky.
haunts me like a shadow that never leaves. I was just a kid back then.
This dude is a
only
top
8
tier
years
narrator.
old, and still reeling from the loss of my mom. She'd been everything to me. The warmth in our house, the laughter in the air. When she passed, it felt like the world had lost its color.
Dang.
That December, I did something I've never told anyone. I wrote a letter to Santa, asking him for just one thing, to bring back my mom again.
Tough.
I knew it was silly. I was old enough to doubt Santa's existence, but I was desperate. I wanted her back so badly, it hurt.
That's tough, bro.
On Christmas Eve, I placed the letter on my windowsill. But that night, as I lay in bed, something strange happened. A shadow appeared on the wall, growing larger and darker.
Chat, I always had that question, bro. When I used to write a Christmas list to Santa, like, do y'all know what our parents used to, like, do with the list? Like, they swear that we used to mail it to Santa, but, like, I used to give it to him, and I don't know what they did with it. Like, okay. I'm gonna post this on TikTok, bro, but what do parents be doing when they take the envelopes from their children, bro? Is there, like, some fake, like, Santa that you can send it to? Like, obviously I got a lot of the stuff that I wanted on the list, almost like, you know, a Santa could be real, but it's just like, where did they, like, did they just trash, did y'all just be trashing, like, the list, throw it in, like, the garbage out in the garage or something so we can't see it? Because, bro, there's been so many times that I put my Christmas list in, like, an envelope and gave it to my mom, bro. I just don't know what happened to it.
Until it took the shape of a man.
Whoa.
What
What
As I
happened?
lay in bed, something strange happened.
You can mail it in mailboxes for Santa in malls. Okay.
A shadow appeared on the wall, growing larger and darker until it
I
took the
feel you.
shape of a man. No, not a man. It looked like Santa, but not the jolly figure I'd imagined. This shadow was tall, looming, its eyes glowing like embers in the darkness.
Oh my god.
Santa? The shadow nodded, though it didn't speak. I was terrified, but also hopeful. I didn't know what was happening, but I felt like my wish was about to come true. The shadow stretched out a hand, and suddenly she was there. My mom, standing at the foot of my bed. I could hardly believe it.
Dude, that's terrifying.
Something was wrong. She wasn't the mom I remembered. Her skin was pale, almost white, like rice paper. Her eyes were dull, lifeless, and she didn't smile or speak.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
stared at me with an intensity that made me shiver. But I didn't care. She was here. She was real. I jumped out of bed and hugged her, but she didn't hug me back. Her arms hung limply at her sides,
Oh.
cold as ice.
Mom, you're back. I missed you so much.
She nodded slowly, her movements stiff. I tried to talk to her, to tell her about everything she'd missed, but she barely responded. When we went down for breakfast the next morning, she sat at the table, staring at the food but not touching it. I couldn't wait to see Dad's reaction, but it was strange.
Dad, isn't it great? Mom's back.
He looked at me, confused. Ethan, what are you talking
What are you talking about, boy?
That's when I realized that he couldn't see her. She was only visible to me. As the days passed, my mom started asking me for strange things. She wanted locks of my hair, bits of fabric from my clothes, even my favorite toys. Every time I gave her something, she seemed to become more lifelike. Her skin gained a faint blush, and her movements became smoother. But with each gift, something darker crept into her eyes, a twisted gleam that scared me.
Okay.
Mommy? Why do
Mommy?
you need these things?
She didn't answer, just smiled a smile that didn't reach her eyes. And every night she would whisper to me in a voice that was
Okay.
not quite hers.
Soon, Ethan. Soon. We'll be together forever.
Oh my god.
One night she told me that we were going to celebrate her birthday. She led me to the living room, and what I saw there made my blood run cold. The room was filled with symbols I didn't understand,
Yeah, and
drawn
you're
in
losing
chalk
me.
on the walls and floor.
And you're
Candles
losing me. What is
flickered in a
this?
circle around us, casting eerie shadows that danced like living things.
Mommy? What is this?
She smiled again, that twisted smile, and began chanting in a language I didn't recognize. The room seemed to close in around me, the air thick with the smell of burning wax and something else.
Oh my
something
gosh.
rotten. As she chanted, her voice deepened, became distorted, until it wasn't her voice at all. It was something ancient, something evil. I tried to back away,
Bro,
but
look
my
how much
feet wouldn't
detail is
move.
in his face
I was
now.
paralyzed, held
Why
in
am I so
place by some
blurry?
invisible force. The symbols on the floor began to glow, and I felt myself being
Why am I so
lifted into
blurry?
the air. My arms and legs were pulled taut, as if by invisible ropes.
What?
And I hung there, helpless, as my mom, no, the thing that looked like my mom, transformed before my eyes. Her skin peeled away,
Oh.
revealing something dark and twisted beneath, a creature of nightmares.
A
Its eyes
creature
glowed
of
white,
nightmares.
and its mouth stretched into a grin.
No, please stop!
It laughed. I knew then that this wasn't my mom. It was some demon, something ancient and terrible, wearing her face like a mask. Looking back, I now realized that I was probably its final offering, the last piece it needed to fully enter our world. Just as it was about to strike,
Look
the front
at that
door
thing's
burst
silhouette.
open. My dad stood there, his face pale with shock. He took one look at the scene before him and ran straight at the creature, clutching
Okay.
a silver cross in his hand.
Okay.
Get away from my son! The creature hissed, recoiling from the cross. My dad grabbed me, pulling me down from the air, and we ran.
Okay.
The thing that had been my mom screamed in rage, but it couldn't follow us beyond the circle of symbols. We left the
What
house
did
that
this just
night,
turn into,
never
bro?
to return. We stayed at a relative's place for some time before Dad shifted to a different city. He went to the house just once to gather our belongings, but he remembered that there was nothing there. Whatever that creature was, it was gone. I don't
What?
celebrate Christmas anymore. I know for a fact that Santa is not real, but something like Santa is, just that it grants you wishes of a darker kind.
Ugh, bro. These look crazy, bro. 3 true Popeyes chicken horror stories animated. Why did I get that one out of all people? When you move around, it tries to focus on the lights behind you. Yeah, I figured. Oh my gosh. Dang, I should have watched the Thanksgiving one. I ain't gonna lie, IMR, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro. These are peak. Why is there a black person in front of the Popeyes? Ah. Okay. Yeah, no. Get me out of here. Ugly Christmas sweater. Horror short film. Yeah, let's get it. Let's see it. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Here. You go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
You go first.
Okay, we'll go at the same time. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Let's see who got the better sweater.
Where
That
did you
one's-
get this?
In this cute
Bro, the
little
red
shop
one's
on
better.
Meta.
The red
Right
one's
down
better.
Second
The red
Street.
one is
Right
better.
there around the corner.
That's where I got yours.
No way.
Yes. Well, try it on.
You too.
Okay.
How do I look?
It's
I ain't gonna lie.
electric.
I'm feeling the black one now. I'm feeling the black
Do I
one.
look-
I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling the black one
It
now.
looks
I'm
a
feeling
little
the
big
black
on
one.
you, but it looks good.
Why they so freaky?
Thank you. What's wrong?
This sweater is
Dang,
warm.
I'm blurry, bro. The lights got the camera tripping.
It feels like it's getting tighter.
Huh?
Oh my god. I gotta take this off.
Me too.
Bro, I'm gonna have to hit my lights. Hold on. Oh my gosh, dude. Boy, that light got the camera tripping, shorty. Alright. Focuses immediately. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. Have no idea why it's bugging like that. Oh!
It shocked me.
Oh, I thought it cracked the bone or something.
It's getting tighter.
Oh, okay, that's zaps. I thought those were pops.
It's starting to hurt.
Jenna, Bailey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to
What this say? Horror short film. Hold on. Alright, bro. The short films, they tweak it with the short films now, bro. Look at this title. What are we getting into, bro? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Total raise? Wait, 5 bands for what? What they do? 5 bands is crazy. What they raise 5 bands for? Let's go Elf on the Shelf. That one was that was crazy, bro. Oops, clicked too many times. Yeah. 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 Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. They got the Elf on the Shelf animated? That just, bro, that made my stomach drop. Nah, they put real time into this.
I'm gonna get you.
Oops, my bad, y'all.
Ellie, what are you doing out of bed? And why did you get out the Elf on the Shelf?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Because I always he
Nah, you
always goes
cook.
back to the North Pole on Christmas Eve.
But I didn't. He was sitting right here.
Okay, enough. Now, unless you want to help me put all these decorations away, I suggest you take yourself back to bed.
I be liking to put up the
Fine, I'll go to
decorations, chat. I ain't gonna lie.
Good night.
That's an elite Christmas tree.
See you next year.
Oh, Christmas over with. Dang, that's a nice ornament. That boy was heavy too. Oh. Boy, he just perception blissed her. How she ain't hear him move?
Ellie.
Nah, ain't no Ellie, bro. You would have saw that. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not going back in storage. Oh, no, he on BT. Ah. Oh. Ooh! Go back. He said, "Arr!" Go back. Ooh. He dunked on Shorty. Ah. I always thought they genuinely moved around until high school. She was able to fit in that tote. Oh, never mind. That's a decent sized tote. That's a decent sized tote. It's not like she's sealed in there forever, bro. That's something to easily get out of, bro. That one was okay. That one was okay. I like the stop motion that they used with the elf on the show, bro. That was tough. That was tough. Audience Choice Award. Okay, let's see what it's talking about. Around the Christmas Tree by Octavian Call. Yeah, I hope that's how you say it. Let me get y'all a like. Run it back, run it back. Around the Christmas Tree. Slam them cookies. Chat, what type of cookies did y'all leave out for Santa? I always did like the normal, like oven baked chocolate chip joints. Okay. Okay. Chocolate chip, Santa's fave. Really? Oh!
Santa?
Oh my God, that made my stomach drop. Oh! Nah, bro, what? That made my stomach drop. Bro. Oh! Nah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Come on, let's get it. Let's work.
Santa?
Oh! What that say to Megan from Santa? Okay. That boy post up like Spider-Man. You're not supposed to open it until Christmas, fuck. Oh, it's gone, 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 it's gone.
Megan, what are you doing up? You okay?
Oh!
Hey, what is it? What is it? It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Hey, look at me. Everything's okay. Hey, babe. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Look at me. Everything's fine.
Nah, I needed more out of that one. I needed more out of that one. I needed more out of that one, bro. That one was decent.
It's okay. It's okay. You're just dreaming.
That was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. That was a good one. Chosen Chicken Productions. Nah, that one was crazy. Alright, Dear Santa. And I think that's my song, bro. That's my song. They gonna copyright me, but I need to hear it. I need to hear it. Alright, Dear Santa, who is this by? Amateur Films. They don't make Christmas songs like this anymore. Yeah. They don't. I don't know why this one feels so authentic, bro. Look at the camera. Bro, I don't know what it is about this, but I like the way this is filmed. I like the way this is filmed a lot.
Santa? Santa?
Why they give him a theme song? Oh.
Santa!
Oh.
Santa, don't go! Santa! Santa?
Wait, chat. I got a question. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. Y'all see how she got like, hold on, wait a minute.
Santa!
Chat, I know I can't talk. Dang, why my screen so blurry? Oh my gosh. Bro. Okay. Chat, I know I got a gap and stuff like that, but have y'all ever had like that tooth that's like, you see how she got a tooth that's like all the way up here? Has anybody had that? Like, is there like a term for this? Bro, like, cause I know a lot of people in my family used to have a tooth that was like all the way up here, but I ain't never had those, bro. And I would assume you gotta have braces for a little bit longer for it to yank that joint down, right? That's crazy. Not for me, but there's a term for it. Okay.
Santa, don't go! Santa! Santa? Something wrong, Santa?
That dude don't even got a
Can you get me the
beard.
presents I asked for? Did I do something wrong? Hello?
Ooh! He taking that stuff to the head, boy. Oh. Why is her clothes off? Wait. Why was her clothes off? Why did he need to have her shirt in his... to wipe his mouth with? Comments are turned off. Yeah, I really wanted to see what the people had to say about this one. I wanted to hear what the people had to say about that one. Clothes off? That one's interesting. That one's interesting, bro. Hold on, let me see if this dude Javier is ready for Warzone. Let me text this guy. Clothes off is kind of crazy, isn't it, chat? That's a little, I don't know, that's different. Why did he need to that one's nuts. Not before Christmas. Okay, let's check this one out, because we still waiting on this guy Jabril, y'all. If he'll respond. Dun 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 dun. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bro, chill. Whoa!
Really, Diego?
Someone's jumpy. Found my Santa stuff when I was done packing.
I noticed.
You're bringing down the tree? Before Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
You know that's a bad omen.
We're not even gonna be here, and I don't want to deal with it when we get back from our trip, so...
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'll leave the tree up like until January, bro. Like late January. Hey, I'll leave that tree up for a minute. All right.
I'll take my chances.
Well, you've been warned.
Okay.
Dang.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to the store. Do you want anything?
Oh, ginger snaps?
Ginger
got it.
snaps.
Thank you.
Until spring. That's real. That's real. Oh. Nah, Harlem Shake from the tree is crazy. The tree's moving. Come on now. Are we serious? The tree got life to it. Come on, bro. Really?
I'm back. They didn't have any ginger snaps. Christina? Are you here? I thought we weren't doing presents this year.
What did it do with the rest of the body? Cause I'm guessing her head gonna be in there for like that's what the thumbnail was.
Christina?
Christina?
I'll just have a quick little peek.
Yo, pause. Pause. That tree was doing a little bit more to him, boy. We didn't get to see all of that with Christina. That was crazy. If the present with Christina's head was for Diego, who was the present for Diego? Or who was the present for Diego's head for? Can we all just take a scariest moment? Look at this. Oh, man, bro. That one was, I ain't gonna lie. For what I'm seeing, they be trolling with these Christmas horror shorts. That they be trolling, bro. The one with the sweater, the one with the Santa Claus thing, they be trolling, bro. They be trolling. But let me get this Warzone booted up.